to a Hope 1032 podcast.
They left that place and passed through Galilee. Jesus did not want anyone to know where they were because he was teaching his disciples. He said to them, "The Son of Man is going to be delivered into the hands of men. They will kill him, and after 3 days he will rise." But they did not understand what he meant and were afraid to ask him about it. They came to Capernaum. When he was in the house, he asked them, "What were you arguing about on the road?" But they kept quiet because on the way they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting down, Jesus called the 12 and said, "Anyone who wants to be first must be the very last and the servant of all." Mark chapter 9, verses 30 to 35 from the New International Version. Robert K. Greenleaf is credited with developing the workplace approach of servant leadership. An American business consultant, Greenleaf wrote an essay in the 1970s that described some of the characteristics and activities of servant leaders. Basically, a servant leader would prioritize service over leadership in contrast with other alpha boss approaches. Greenleaf said he was inspired by author Hermann Hesse's novel from 1932, The Journey to the East. But Greenleaf also thanked Judeo-Christian ethic for informing his philosophy. As he definitely should, because Jesus lived and proclaimed servant leadership centuries before business consultants were even a thing. Greenleaf and pretty much everybody else knows Jesus called us to the level of humility that we can epitomize by calling it servant leadership, instructing us to not go for first place, but rather to aim for last. And as Mark 9 verse 35 puts it, to be servant of all. Our jaws should still be dropping, especially with the greatest leader of all time, Jesus, predicting that he would be killed by those he came to serve. As we read in Mark 10:45, Jesus said, "The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve." I'm Ben McKecken.
Hope 1032. Thanks for listening.